Today on Straight Talk, I am very pleased to welcome a regular guest, Steve Ashkin, the founder of the Ashkin Group. Steve, thank you for joining us.
As always, Jeff, it is my pleasure and privilege.
In this, I have in hand an article you wrote about comparing sustainability reporting to a Carfax. I think we're all familiar with what a Carfax is. I love this article. It's going to be in our publications, and it's really interesting and a good read. But I have to ask, how did you come up with that analogy?
So recently, I was talking to my son who is going out to buy a used car. And, you know, I think candidly, used car salespeople get a really bad rap. Now, I think used car salesmen, 99% of them are outstanding salespeople, whether they're a male or female. I think they generally try to help their customers. I think they try to be knowledgeable, all of that kind of good stuff. But there is that 1% or even 0.1% who are dishonest, who are just trying to sell stuff, who don't tell the truth, who hide issues about the vehicles they're trying to sell, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when I was talking to my son about it, I encouraged him to go get a Carfax. And I realized, you know what? Gee, there's so many parallels between the value of a Carfax and how that could be helpful for making a decision about what vehicle he was using due to all the additional details that, that's what we're trying to do with sustainability reports. So the two came together, and I hope everyone listening will read the article.
I do as well. Like I said, it's a good read and very beneficial. But let me ask this, Steve. How do you see using a sustainability report like a Carfax?
I think just like in a Carfax, sustainability report will help us provide more information about an organization. It will provide more details beyond just, revenues for the company or the cost for a good or service that they may be selling, to really start looking under the hood. And if you think about with a Carfax, if you're going to go buy a used car, you could take it to a mechanic and pay them hundreds of dollars to do a thorough evaluation of any car that you're looking at. But, for a reasonably small amount, you can buy a Carfax, and it provides all kinds of historical information about the car, about accidents that it's had, about ownership issues and other things. And in the same way, a sustainability report provides much more information so that purchasers, other stakeholders, including employees and what have you, can get information to really understand what's going on with that organization. So it just provides transparency, it provides added details, and it provides it in a way that's standardized to make it easy to compare apples to apples.
Good information. In the article, you talk about both a Carfax and sustainability, how they have evolved over time. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Absolutely. So, when Carfaxes originally came out, the only thing they addressed was accident history. But today it has all kinds of additional information, looking at ownership history, looking at maintenance history, all kinds of stuff. And, the additional details, again, you could buy lots of different cars. So being able to look at all the additional stuff may affect how you think about the value and which selection you want, right? It's beyond whether or not the car's the right color and the right price range and can get you from point A to point B, but helps you think about risks. This car is in better shape. This car has had less accidents. This car has had better maintenance requirements. So it becomes a better purchase. And in the same way, sustainability reports can also be helpful and have evolved over time too. So if you think about a company, historically, they just provided financial information. After that came environmental reporting. We want to know what's going on about green products and environmental issues. And now sustainability reporting continues to evolve to go beyond just the environmental stuff to look at other categories of risk, such as social issues, such as governance issues, legal issues that the organization may have, ownership issues. So the two of them continue to evolve. And whereas Carfax has been around for quite a while, the initiatives and the focus on sustainability reporting is really exploding right now. So we really actually do anticipate sustainability reports to continue to change and improve, provide more information to make it easier for users. And I think it really will follow sort of the example of Carfax's and just get better and better to help people make more informed decisions.
It's a great analogy, Steve. It's perfect. Last question, thinking about how you concluded the article, how do you see the comparison between a Carfax and sustainability reporting when it comes to dealing with purchasers?
You know, I started this discussion with you talking about the challenges for used car salespeople. And sometimes I think we forget that when we, go meet with a customer or prospect, we're like the fifth or 10th or 50th salesperson who's come in to tell them how great our company is, right? We don't have people going in and say, yeah, our products work, but our companies are terrible and we cheat and we dump our waste in the waterway and, we cheat our employees and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Everyone says their companies are great. And so while 99+% of companies are great and salespeople are great, sustainability reports will simply help people, purchasers, have more confidence in the people that they're dealing with, the companies that they're dealing with. It provides transparency. It provides information in a more standardized format, again, so to help make it easy for them to compare apples to apples. And in the end, it just helps purchasers make a more informed purchasing decision, right? Data is important. And, especially if the data is verified, it's an incredibly powerful tool to give purchasers more confidence in the companies that they want to do business with. After all, many companies, and I'd go as far as to say most companies, want to have those relationships for long periods of time. So this kind of information can help them achieve their goals, make better, more informed decisions, and ultimately help those companies, help those purchasers, and reward the cleaning industry, members of our industry, who really are trying to do the right thing. I appreciate what ISSA is doing. We anticipate really working more to help, especially at small and medium-sized members, be able to do sustainability reporting so they can participate in the sustainability movement and make sure that sustainability isn't a barrier for many of our members. So thank you again for giving me the opportunity. I hope your listeners will read the article, and I appreciate you.